Hi everyone, it's me, Simone. Today we are making a classic bacon pesto sandwich. Yum, I'm super excited, I'm ready, I'm hungry. So I'm doing this video a little bit earlier than normally. It's 12:30 in the afternoon for me, but I'm ready to eat. So again, we're making meals foods every day for 60 days, WILDFIT spring foods. And you can watch these videos, you can cook the foods, prepare the meals while you're in the WILDFIT program. And we're doing our countdown 26 days until WILDFIT class begins. I'm super excited. To get more information about WILDFIT class, go to snapbackbodywild.com, and all the information is there. Go to the About tab, click on the PDF file, and everything opens up about the class. You have all the information there, and you can enroll in on the website, snapbackbodywild.com. There is a link below, and I'd love to see you there. I'm super excited. I'm ready to begin WILDFIT class. So I'm really noticing differences in my body. So I want to talk about that as I'm preparing today's classic bacon pesto sandwich. So I will show you the ingredients, talk about the process of preparing this delicious WILDFIT spring meal. And also, for those of you who are on keto, this is keto friendly. I know a lot of you are very familiar with keto. Some of you might be following keto as well. So this is keto friendly. I know we're always looking for variety, and that's one of the things we will talk about when we do the WILDFIT discovery call and the WILDFIT webinars is our types of hungers. So I'm going to definitely teach everyone about those and answer any questions as well. So let's get started making our bacon pesto sandwich. Okay, so here I have the ingredients, and we're doing a classic bacon pesto sandwich. So the base of our sandwich is our bread, but again, this is a WILDFIT friendly meal. So the type of bread that I'm using, the brand is Base Culture, and I am really enjoying this bread. It's grain-free, gluten-free, preservative-free, and dairy-free. So this is keto friendly. There are 4 net carbs, so 8 total carbs and 4 grams of fiber, so 4 net carbs in one slice. So this is the bread that I'm using. That's something that I did notice when I was following the WILDFIT program, is that I wanted breads, and a lot of breads for me were trigger foods. They just made me want more and more and more. It wasn't that satisfying, but I like it. It's a base. Bread is a base for foods. It's a holder. It holds the place. So this is the bread, and then of course we have our bacon. I'm using turkey sliced bacon. I like bacon that's been uncured, no nitrates, no nitrites, no artificial ingredients. And so this is the bacon that I'm using. I know some of you might like pork bacon. I just don't like the taste of it. It just doesn't, and my body doesn't feel energized after I eat it. So that's just me personally. I tried it. I've been vegetarian since I was quite young, and I did try the pork bacon, but it just didn't go well. And then once I added chicken and turkey into my diet, I just didn't even have a desire to taste the pork bacon again. So I did get the turkey bacon, and definitely with bacon, you're going to want to look at the ingredients, because a lot of bacon, what I found was that when I was eating pork bacon, had sugar in it, and so there were carbs. So you really want to check that. I know when you're buying bacon, a lot of us think that that's just the meat, but definitely look at the label. This I get from Whole Foods as well. And then the basil, I have already prepared basil. I do make basil. However, I'm trying to prepare meals during the weekday that are quick meals you can prepare during your lunch break or in the mornings before work. A lot of us I know work remotely if you work at home. So I am doing this meal. It's going to take a half hour, and I just want to show you quick ways to eat healthy, get variety, eat foods that energize you so that you can still have mental clarity and energy to tackle the rest of your day creatively and with inspiration. So this is the basil that I got. This is made with cashew nuts, olive oil, and basil, and then pine nuts and sea salt. So this is the basil that I got. I'm going to show you that already prepared. And I'm going to add a little bit of jalapeno and a couple of slices of tomato. I have this in the refrigerator. If you leave it on the counter, they ripen more, but I'll do a couple of slices of tomato. Next week, when we're doing WILDFIT, we're going to eliminate, we won't have tomatoes next week. So this will be eliminated, but we're going easy on you. So this is, and on me, and then also we have the olive oil. So this is an important component as well. I do organic, it's unfiltered, extra virgin olive oil. I'll put a little bit of that in the pan as I am putting the bacon slices in. So I will, this is the pan that I'm using for the bacon, and put that there. And then a little bit of olive oil. I always, when I'm putting olive oil in, I'll always do like a happy face. There's a happy face, 2 eyes and a mouth, and then I make a heart. Love in the kitchen. That is why I call this Love in the Kitchen. And add our bacon slices to the pan. And again, this is turkey bacon, whatever your preference, whether it's beef bacon, or does beef have bacon? I don't know. I don't know. Whether it's pork bacon, turkey bacon, whatever your preference. I do know that veggie bacon is pretty high in carbs, and there's a lot in there. I was vegetarian, strict vegetarian for years, and so that is something that when I first went on WILDFIT, is that a lot of the vegetarian products they're just highly processed. So that's something you'll need to look at for those of you, if you're using veggie bacon, is the carbs that are there and the ingredients. So this is the bacon. I put in 6 slices of bacon. I told you I'm hungry. This for me is day 4 of WILDFIT spring, and I am ready to eat. But it is 12:30, so I got up at 4, meditated. It is 12:30. I haven't eaten anything yet. I've had water, but my body is ready to eat. So 6 slices of bacon, and I'm going to put the lid on, put this on the stove on medium heat. All right, so the bacon is popping and sizzling. I can hear it. And now I will, getting the bread, and I'm going to toast 1 slice. So this is a classic bacon pesto open-faced sandwich because we're doing 1 slice of the bread. And this is what it looks like. You have your nice slices of bread. Once you have really reduced your carbs and removed a lot of certain foods, this just becomes heavenly to be able to have the bread. So I'm going to take out a slice. There's a slice of our beautiful bread, and pop it in the toaster. Okay, so, ooh, that looked like a little fire. This is the first time I've used the toaster. I normally will get my bread, put a hint of olive oil on it, and I will toast it on the stove top. So let's see. Perfect. All right, and then I'm going to put a few pieces of the jalapeno on there. I just really like that spicy flavor. So a few pieces of jalapeno, and then make sure you can see that. Not too spicy, but I like the spice, so I'm adding that, and then we'll have to see, because I know next week we'll be removing jalapenos and tomatoes, so I will enjoy them today. Okay, so we have our jalapeno. And then I am putting a couple of slices of tomato on. I just really wanted to add this for the texture and the flavor. So I'll put that on. Some beautiful slices of tomato, beautiful jalapeno. And let's check on our bacon. Check on our bread. It's in the toaster. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. So these are beautifully browned and cooked. This is turkey bacon again. Look what's ready. Perfect timing. Okay, so that doesn't feel, again, this is my first time using the toaster. So one side felt cool, but it was frozen. So I think the settings are that I used was for bread that has been, maybe I should have used defrost, bread that has been sitting at room temperature. Okay. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper to the sandwich. That just gives it such a nice addition at the end. It really, the salt really awakens the flavor in the foods. When I was living in Spain and I didn't have salt because I didn't know where the grocery store was, and then when I found it, I was going and buying food and was forgetting salt because in the States in my house that I don't buy salt every time I go. So when you first make a meal, and in Spain the foods are really healthy, they're whole foods, and you don't have salt, and you're not using processed foods that are full of salt, but you realize then how important salt is for the flavoring of the foods. So we'll add a little bit of salt, a hint of pepper as well at the end. Okay, so the bread just popped, and whoop, perfect. So it's a little bit crispy on one side, and I'm hoping this, oh, this is actually how I really like my bread, where it's soft on one side and crispy on the other. And the soft side is where I spread the pesto. So this came out exactly as I wanted it. So we're gonna put this here, and let's get our pesto. And then you'll need to stir it. And pesto is a combination of olive oil, pine nuts, cashew nuts. This has used cashews. This doesn't have cheese in it. A lot of pestos add a Parmesan cheese, but that's not something that I want in mine, so it's not here. I'm really doing a clean diet. Those of you who are familiar with keto know there's a clean version of keto and what they call dirty keto. So clean ways of eating and dirty ways of eating, I guess. So this is clean. So this is the pesto. So first I'll spread about a tablespoon on. Now this has 2 carbs per half cup. So I'm going to use about a tablespoon and a half, because again, I'm really reducing my carbs, and I really like the way I feel, the energy that I have, and the clarity, like answers are just coming. I just, yeah, this is really, really nice. So I like a lot of pesto. So I did add a nice amount on the bread. And now I'm going to add the jalapenos. I like the spicy. I'm going to attribute that to my mom and her love of spicy. So there we go. All right, so I've added a couple of slices of tomato. I did about a slice and a half of the jalapeno, and I cut the slices in half and then into a third, and then so I have those there. And now lastly, I will add, actually I'm going to do the salt and pepper here before we do the bacon. So a little bit of pepper. This is organic black pepper. And a little bit of salt. I had to hit that to get it to break up. I live on Miami Beach. I actually live right on the ocean, so everything's a little moist, and moisture is good. Body needs moisture. So now it's nicely seasoned with salt and pepper. You can see that that is beautiful. And I will add our beautiful turkey bacon. And just remember, whether you're using turkey bacon or bacon that comes from a pig, check the ingredients for sugar. Just check that. But it's really interesting. What I found is that my body, I went to Jewish school, and my body has really adhered to a kosher diet. So that's something that that I find really interesting. So there we go. That is our sandwich, and it is ready. Let's see. I have the bacon on it. I think what I'll do is turn some of these in half. I don't really need that much bacon on there. I was really hungry when I made this, so. And then I'll have a few slices afterwards, which is nice. It's nice to have a few slices so that when you eat it, just eat it by itself. You're not reducing what's on the sandwich. And this is the beautiful classic pesto, classic pesto bacon sandwich. It's open-faced. I hope you enjoy it. This is our countdown to WILDFIT class, and I'm doing 60 days of WILDFIT recipes, and these are quick recipes. I made this in a half hour, and I'm actually getting ready to head over back to work. I do work from home, but I want to make recipes, as I said, that are delicious and easy to make. So, goodness gracious, look at that. I'm just going to taste it. I'm ready. But I wanted to make sure that what I'm preparing during the weekdays are foods and meals that you can prepare while you're working on your lunch break, or take a 15-minute break and then maybe do some food prep and put the food in the oven and then go back to work and let it cook while you're working. So that is my goal with this. And these are WILDFIT friendly meals. So this is our, look at that, yum. This is our bacon. It's our classic bacon pesto open-faced sandwich. And I will put the recipe below. I think that's important. I'll put the recipe below. Those of you who are wanting more information about our WILDFIT class, go to snapbackbodywild.com. Go to the About tab and click on the PDF, and everything will open up about the program. Class starts September 20th. I would love to see you there. Get a nice discount if you register before September the 15th. So keeping that in mind. And thank you so much. This is our second episode of Love in the Kitchen. We're going to have these every week, but for 60 days, we're having them every day so that you will have plenty of recipes. We have our holiday season coming up, so we'll have holiday recipes and holiday cooking. Holiday season's my favorite time of year. For me, the holidays start September 1st, so get ready for decorations. See you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Sending dreams your way.